Williams. Veers left. Pulls up, looking for the lead, and got it. Jalen Williams, 2 seconds, 1:11, 1:09. Out, SGA, probing, piercing, spinning, hanging for the lead, and SGA knocks it down. The Thunder finally get the defensive stop, and SGA puts them in front.
I'm Kenrich Williams. You're listening to Topic Thunder.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Top Thunder Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Hunsinger at Thunderstats. We're part of the Big League Network, of this podcast is brought to you by FanDuel. I almost did it again, but I didn't do it again. I got to bring somebody else into the chat here. Alex, you good? Okay, just making sure.
I'm just a little bit angry that I don't see the FanDuel thing above my head.
You know what? I'm also angry about it. I was more worried about your internet not working. So, all right, we're good because I just jumped in there and you were gone. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm here. Alex is here. Jerry's here. This podcast brought to you by FanDuel. There's a lot to talk about actually today in today's podcast. But before we do that, we're going to go on to the FanDuel site really fast. Trying to figure out how I did this. Okay. Picture in picture. No, okay. I remember how.
You just shrunk us. So
yeah, there you go.
I remember how to do it now. No, I don't.
It's great podcasting. Great.
I know, right?
10-minute head start.
Let's try
this. Is what we get.
Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. Cool. All right. So going over here to FanDuel, we're going to go to the NBA tab. All right. This was something that I found looking at the FanDuel app today. Now, there's something special on here called, if I can find the right drop box here, player specials. All right. So I thought this was pretty interesting, but there is a bet on here that has Shea gets 20 points, Victor Wembanyama gets 1 block, and Steph Curry makes 1 3 in every game that they play together. If that hits, it's plus 1,400 odds. Alex, let's see if you remember. $10 gets you what?
140.
There you go. We'll make you a degenerate yet. Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting bet, though. I think that it's pretty good odds. Bang for your buck for guys.
So it's for the entire season.
For the entire season, every game they play.
Let me ask you this: does FanDuel do like if you get injured, do they give you money back?
They just know your bet usually. Yeah. No, they usually will just know your bet and give you back your original bet. Yeah, usually.
So you got Shea for 20 points, bucket getter. That's what he does. Victor Wembanyama, 1 block. That's what he does. Steph Curry, 1 3. That's what he does. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that would be a good bet for somebody to make?
Nope.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's fair.
And my only reason why is because Shea's gonna have a game where he has 18, 19 points,
and they're beating the bricks out of somebody, and he doesn't play the fourth quarter.
Yeah, or even worse. You know what I mean? No, I think that's a silly bet.
Okay, I mean, hey, that's fair. But hey, if you feel like Jerry is wrong, Alex is wrong, and you want to make that bet, you can do that on FanDuel player specials. Go ahead, do that. A lot of bets you can make FanDuel, as we'll talk about later in the podcast. But
gosh damn it.
What?
We turned into a damn.
Hey, listen.
This is the Fat Jack.
Yeah, this is the Fat Jacks right here. For only $600, you get football, basketball, cricket.
I don't even know what Fat Jacks is.
Chess.
What am I missing out on?
You get it all.
It used to be on a sports channel. I used to be from 5 to 6.
It's still there.
Still there? Okay.
It's still there. Yeah. I listened to it. I'm been on the sports animal the last 2 months, just because it's on in the truck and I just kind of go with it. And
I just remember the drive. I just remember the drive home when I used to work in Oklahoma City.
Yeah. But now it's on. I want to say it's on. It's late at night, like 8, 9 o'clock, and then it's early Saturday mornings.
So it's after Al Ashbeck and Jim Traber.
Yeah, because they usually do Traber and Al. And then they'll do it's been sometimes it's football, sometimes it's basketball, with basketball season coming up. And then, it's after whatever that little 30-minute, 1 hour segment is.
I found it.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't say Fat Jacks on here.
No
We
free
meant
ads.
FanDuel.
No free ads.
Yeah, FanDuel.
exactly.
Absolutely. But fellas, there's something much more important to talk about. Usman Jang, the clutch god
Yeah.
himself, the preseason god. The Jang gang said you wrote him off, but he did not write back. Usman Jang hit the game winner tonight, following up a game-winning block in the prior preseason game as well. So, like, I saw somebody call Uz a clutch merchant. Alex, you said you were out on the Jang gang. Your thoughts?
Do that consistently in the regular season, and I'll be back on. I'm just saying,
It's
like,
not happening.
he did it against,
Yeah.
he did it against, I don't know, Jalen Tyson and, this other person and
Hunter
that other
Tyson.
person.
Jalen Tyson's on the Cavs. Come on now.
Wait, there's a Tyson,
Okay.
Hunter Tyson. Is that
Hunter
who it
Tyson,
is?
yeah.
Hunter Tyson. Okay. They're all from the same family and they all suck at basketball.
Yeah,
Like,
Tyson Chicken, Jalen
I was like,
Tyson,
one guy's white, one guy's
Mike
mixed.
Tyson. Don't care.
only Tyson is Tyson Chandler. That's the best Tyson there was in the NBA. So, but yeah,
Yep.
hey, good for him, man. Good for him. He came in there. I think he did most of his points. He scored most of his points in the second
13
half.
points in the fourth quarter, I think.
In the fourth quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so he was key. He was very key in the Thunder coming back, because they were down for most of that second half and most of like the second quarter to the third quarter, to the Nuggets. And he did it. They did a great job in fighting back, and he was a huge part of that. Again, all we've ever asked for when it comes to Usman Jang is, hey, show some aggressivity out there, big that you want to be out there on the floor, show some physicality. One of the biggest things that, this team wanted to amp up as they became a championship contender was the physicality thing. And he's kind of like lagged behind when it comes to that. And so if you want to play in a position, you're 6'10", you're probably not going to be on the perimeter because you're not quick enough to be on the perimeter. So you're going to be on the inside. Show us that you want to grab that rebound. Show us that you want to dunk that shot instead of laying it up and getting it blocked. Like, that's what we've seen the first 3 seasons. I hope that it changes for the 4th season. I hope that he's improved that. And I think if he does improve that, man, there's a possibility of him becoming like a very cheap, like, rookie contract extension type player. But I think that time maybe has passed, and now we're just auditioning him for another team. So great for him to hit the game winning shot, but do that consistently in the regular season, and then we can talk.
Yeah. I'm there also. It's just, well, no, we're too bottlenecked. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We already play 11, consistently. From all last season, we played a solid 11. Like, there's just not enough minutes in the game. There's just not enough minutes. There's not enough times for him to get in there. And don't get me wrong, like, I hope wherever he lands, it's great for him, but it's not the fit. Now, I will say that I've been impressed that he looks a little bit more comfortable this season. Early on in the preseason, he does look a little bit more comfortable. He looks like he's a little bit more locked in. And I can appreciate that, and I'm not saying that, like, because injuries happen, things happen. Like, is he my 12th guy probably coming off the bench? Yeah, he is. You know what I mean? It's either him or Carlson. I don't know which one, depending on the injury or if anything happens funny. I don't know which one I'd pick, but it's between one of those two. So it's really scenario based. And, it was a great shot. Like, that was an amazing shot.
The step through, baby.
Yeah, that was tough. That was very, very, very tough. And he kind of spearheaded the comeback, because I think, what he hit, like 2, he hit back to back, and then I feel like he had another one like a couple possessions later, because he was just flame throwing that thing. I was really
he carried them in
impressed.
the fourth quarter, so good for him.
Yeah. Well, I was really impressed with that step back, though, that he did. That was a 2-pointer, that long 2. That was hell of a move, and hell of a shot. So he looks, like I said, he just looks a lot more comfortable, especially on the offensive end. He looks way more comfortable. And then it makes me just so happy watching them all just, like, if you see him, it's all the warm up jerseys around him, like hyping him up and everything, and that's just cool. Because I've literally watched this kid grow up the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. You're talking about you don't know what minutes to give him. You don't know where the minutes are to give him. I'll tell you where the minutes are, Jared. They're in the fourth quarter because he's the clutch god. All right. We haven't seen Ooze in the fourth quarter yet. So no, I'm happy for Ooze. Hopefully, like everybody's saying, he can parlay that into something in the regular season. And he's going to get a chance, early in the year, especially is when Mark really likes to tinker with lineup. So hopefully when his number gets called, he steps up and, shows what he can do. But either way, we will take Jane Gang will take the W for today, and we will think about the future another day. So real quick, I mean, we can parlay this in a single large item really fast. I mean, did you guys have any other takeaways from the final preseason game?
No, just because the Nuggets didn't play anybody. We only played our guys for a quarter.
Chet came back though. Chet debut.
I mean that was cool.
Looked good in the first quarter. It felt like he's still kind of getting his legs under him because in the second quarter, his shot wasn't quite there. But the double big lineup, him and iHeart was cooking tonight. So the chemistry is really starting to build and pay dividends. And I put this out there on Twitter, but the fact that Chet and iHeart can both create out of the short roll, and they're both really good, timely baseline cutters. Whenever those guys are in the short roll, it's deadly. It's so important and it's so cool. So
yeah. No, we shot like shit for 75% of the game and decided to wake up and play defense for a solid.
Yep.
Would they go scoreless for like 8 minutes almost? Like they didn't score a field goal for like 8 minutes, I think. Which to me, that just is a testament to the organization. Is kind of what that was telling me. Is just that's what we work on. That's what we hold tried and true. And when you execute, good things happen. And holding them back, I think we were on like a 19-2 run
at the end of the game.
Something crazy, or 21. It was something crazy.
I think they just scored like free throws after that. Like it was just a couple free throws that they scored.
Yeah. Well, that he did have that one field goal with the and one to tie up the game. So they did have that, but regardless, like good on us for playing defense the way we were supposed to that last little bit. Denver is going to be a problem though with the moves that they made. I think that is my single large item. Is they got a lot fucking better.
They got a lot more depth.
Yeah. Well, just bringing Bruce Brown back, and then Cam Johnson, like once he gets figured out in that offense and kind of finds his flow, that's dangerous. That's going to be really dangerous. The only good thing is his defense is crappier than Michael Porter Jr.'s. I mean, that's just my opinion, but
doesn't rebound as well either.
Think, yeah, so I mean, he can score way better. That's cat's out of the bag on that. But Denver is going to be really fucking good this year too. They're going to be really good. I'm happy we get to play them 4 times in a season. So
kill it, baby.
And then 7 times in another season, though.
yeah, please no. Yeah, no.
And then Shea, of course, he ended the preseason being one of the most just dominant players in the preseason. Another half where he scored 12 points, but he didn't miss a shot. Yeah, didn't miss a shot. 5 assists, 4 rebounds. I think he got another couple stocks in there as well. So, he got a steal in there as well. So Shea's looking ready for the season to start. So I also am looking forward to the season to start. What is that? Is that Tuesday?
Yep.
Tuesday night.
Ring night, baby.
Yep. So
don't talk about it. I'm so bitter.
we will be back live for that game. Or
you won't be home?
Because so going into this season, I bumped up to 2 tickets, but dumbed down to a half season, thinking that it was going to be reasonable to buy the tickets. And then they held a preseason sale for us. And like just straight running into the queue, they were 250 in Loud City. Like I was just like, I just
That's
can't.
too much right there.
I can't do it. Yeah, 500 bones to watch a piece of cloth come off the
That's never going to be
the
brought down.
ceiling.
Like, I mean, any other
Yeah,
game you go to, you can see it after that.
You'll see it.
yeah, go see it. Yeah, and then the the rings. But I feel like on ring night, like it's cool to actually watch that on TV because you get to see a little bit more of the details than what I would see up top.
You're not wrong.
So. But I am going to the Wizards game on the 30th. All right. That's my daughter's birthday.
Thunder East,
that's what
baby.
She wants to go do.
Thunder East.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna go do that. But yeah, I'm really, really bummed about it. There is a very slight chance that I can get my hands on some tickets, but I have to wait until Monday before I find out. So
hey, if there's anybody out there that has the hookup on tickets, see our own very own Champagne Jerry here.
Dude, I've literally gave out, like I was going like through my messages and stuff. I've given out like for free 40 sets of tickets over the last 3 seasons, like 40. Last season I did sell a few of them, but it wasn't many. I was still just handing them out.
Yep.
So Karma, come back to me, please.
Help the man out.
Yeah, come on, Karma.
All right, fellas. Before we get into our final record predictions, I wanted to kind of not single our out in this, but I wanted to kind of look at storylines surrounding the Thunder going into this year. It could be something that you're excited to see. It could be something that you're nervous about. It could be something that the media is talking about, but basically storylines around the team that you want to highlight at this time. So I will go ahead and start with Alex. Alex, what is the storyline surrounding the Thunder that you're interested to see play out?
I mean, it's kind of two, and they kind of go like hand in hand. And it's just, will injuries mess up a potentially historic season, like record wise? And I'm not talking about big injuries. I'm talking about like just these little, like Dub possibly missing like the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 games, let's say.
Yeah.
And then after that, maybe the depth of, Topich and AJ Mitchell not necessarily, having a full preseason to kind of get their legs under them and be a bigger part of that second unit and everybody gunning for us, like those types of little things like that. Just, we won 68 last year, and of course, Chet was out for a lot of it. iHeart was out for about a quarter of it. Jay Will, so we've been here before, but we weren't necessarily the hunted. We were the hunters a lot of the times, and now we're the hunted. And so just, hoping that injuries and things like that don't mess up the potentiality of a huge, like, historic season where we may win like 74, maybe 73, 74. So that type of stuff. That's, that's the thing that I'm looking forward to. That's the thing I'm looking forward to. And if you guys come back around to me, maybe I have one more.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the name of the game with, any sport, any team. Like, can you stay healthy?
Being a Niners fan. Yeah, be a Niners fan right now.
Exactly. All those injuries.
Niners have gone through it 100%. It's at the end of the day, it's like, can you stay healthy? And like, the team has the luxury of having a lot of depth. And, so like even in spite of those injuries that we had last season, we was able to still, latch onto some of that depth. Like, we was able to carry that depth, to wins despite those injuries. And, hopefully that's still the case this year, but it's not guaranteed. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and knock on wood there. So we'll move on to Jerry.
Like it's kind of I guess you kind of took what I was going to say, Alex, because you stole that off Netflix or the Loud City documentary.
Say what?
But the hunter hunted
Oh, I mean that's
term.
yeah.
It's a pretty
But
popular saying, to be fair.
yeah, not really. Not for us. I don't think we've ever said that in the last 8 years we've been doing this. But
Run the tape.
I'm just messing with
Run
you,
the
Alex.
tape.
Yeah, run it. Let's go back. No, but I'm just really curious to see how Mark and the coaching staff are able to keep these guys like focused in line. I think it's kind of easy. We watched it with the Celtics last year, and this is just my own crappy opinion. They still had a great team. You know what I mean? Minus Tatum. Like that team was solid still. Tatum's great. But how do you keep them moving in the right direction with the ultimate goal after already achieving it? You know, that's tough to do. So I'm just really curious to see how they stay locked in. And I think a lot of it starts with the coaching staff and then trickles its way down. Because I think as a coach too, it's super easy to get kind of comfortable. It's like, oh yeah, they've been doing this. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing. They've already won the championship. Blah blah blah. You know, and I think it's easy to lose sight really really fast. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. You know, but I think that we're going to have a little bit of a lull from last year, just a little bit, not a lot. It just a smidgen, and it mostly comes down to teams are going to surprise the shit out of us. Teams are going to give us their best shot every single night. You know, so the days are gone. You know, when teams used to sleep on us and we'd be down by double digits and come back in 5 minutes, you know, or less. Those days are
Super
gone.
Bowl for some teams.
Yeah, essentially that's what it'll be, and I think that if we don't have the right mind, you know, we're not in the right frame of mind and not hunkering down, that it can bite us in the ass for a good amount of games. I think it could. I mean, I think the floor right now, the record is like 60. You know, barring no injuries or anything. Like I think that's the floor, and I think our ceiling is where it was at last year. I don't think we move our ceiling too much, if at all.
Okay. I guess my storyline that I'm kind of looking at is how does the team adjust to the time that Dub is going to be out? Because I mentioned in the last podcast how I think it was 13 games that we played with Shea without Dub specifically. And we was 13-0, and Shea was averaging 40 points per game on like 67% true shooting, like something ridiculous. And obviously we've seen in the preseason, like we've seen how they've been playing, and you can tell, like he does many times, like it looks like Shea's taking another leap as a playmaker. And that's awesome. Like, you know, because he is, as many people as still, when they see like point guard rankings, they're still going to be like, oh no, he's a shooting guard. Like he's not a point guard. He's taking another leap as a playmaker. So he's going to be more of a, you know, point guard role in terms of like, you know, passing, creating, and being a playmaker. How long can he stay in that pocket with Dub out before he kind of just like, I don't want to say reverts back, but like when you have that type of success as a scorer, it's hard not to go back to that in your bag, especially like if we get to the point where like games are a little bit closer than we're expecting, like teams might jump out to an early lead on us. Like how long does Shea trust the process as a playmaker before he kind of goes back to what he's comfortable with as just being unstoppable?
I don't see it. That's just me. I just don't see it. I think that especially after this last season, I think he's just going to trust him, especially early in the season. We can afford those losses. You know what I mean? Like stick to the program, stick to what you want to do. Don't deviate from it, whether we get wins or losses with it. But even then, I think on the flip side of it, it's like, yo, if you want the win, you're going to go do what it takes to go take the win. If that's shooting another 10 shots that you wouldn't have instead of passing it, go ahead. You know, he's earned that right to be able to do those things. You know what I mean? Like this isn't 2018 Shea, you know, or 2019 Shea or wait,
We got him in 2020.
Okay, 2020
2019,
Shea.
2020.
Yeah, 2020 Shea. He's put in all the work. So I think that his teammates trust him, and and I think this is a Mark call. He's gonna be like, no, stick with it. You know what I mean? We have to keep these defenses honest. And I think we have to establish that very early on in the season. If we're going that way, if like kind of stays going from the preseason over. And I think we have to establish that very, very early to make teams prep for it. So he can open up some other avenues, whether it's scoring or, making that extra pass, whatever it looks like.
I think Shea is good enough to where like he can dictate what he's going to do. And we saw that a lot last season where, beginning of the game, he wouldn't necessarily, there were some games where he wouldn't score as much as trying to set up other people. Now there's some games where like, yeah, he'd come out and he'd get his customary like 12 points in the first quarter. Like that's what, because a lot of when I talk about any type of gambling, when it comes to Shea, like take the over on whatever the first quarter points are usually. But then that breaks this defense down as far as like they're focusing so much on him. Like if 6-minute mark, you bring in Isaiah Joe, boom, right there. There's a couple avenues to where he can play make there. So I think SGA he's good enough to where like he can dictate what he's going to do, and it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I'm going to go ahead and set everybody up in the first quarter and score in the fourth. No, like he can go ahead and score in the first, and then like they'll have like 2 or 3 assists, and kind of go from there. Like I think we're witnessing a guy that is going to be so difficult to defend for NBA defenders, like for the next 7 to 10 years. Like the way he plays, the way he kind of navigates the game, I don't see anybody that can stop him because he doesn't necessarily play in a fashion that can be stopped. Like he's always attacking. And he's attacking in an efficient way. He's not attacking like Russell Westbrook.
Sounds like a Decepticon.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was doing so good, and it just like gradually just kept going.
Sorry. There, that's better. That's better.
Shout out Hayden, Uzma Jenks the GOAT. He absolutely is. All right, yeah, I guess Alex is going to join back in here in a second, but no, it kind of goes back to something that I saw I think he said it in the Loud City doc, in which he said he's a reactionary basketball player. Like he doesn't come up the court with a plan. He comes up the court and based on what the defense is doing, whether on him or his teammates, he's reacting and making the play that way. So
that's offense, though, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like coaches say it from the time you're playing Little League. You know what I mean? Like you take what the defense gives you, and you allow it. It's like tonight. I thought it was hilarious that Denver started out in a 2-3 zone. Like that's just funny. You know what I mean? Now, did we pay for it? Absolutely, we did. I think we were like 7 for 23 or 28. We were something crazy. We were below 35% for most of the game. And
we finished 15 for 53, so it didn't finish much better.
Yeah, not much better, right? So, but at the end of the day, I think that you take what the defense gives you, and as an offensive player, someone that's truly great at their craft, it's exactly the way that you play. Like I think of Kobe, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it was in the starting 5 or if it was in the Loud City doc.
They're kind of both talked about it.
Yeah, they're blending together. But I've been saying it for like 2 or 3 seasons now. Like he's very Kobe-esque. Like there's something about him that is very, very, very Kobe-esque. And last year you saw that huge leap to that point. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely just being smart and just the defense leaves a guy open underneath the rim. You pass it to him. You know what I mean? They back off 6 feet and give you a good, look. you shoot it, you know. It's just, you know, their defensive scheme sets you up on a really good mismatch. You go exploit it, you know. It's just basketball 101 right there. And I just don't think that him saying that, you know, like he's reactionary is too like crazy by means, because I think that's the right way to play basketball. You know, it's just the right way. You have to, you know, you get handed a situation and you got literally a good 3 decisions that you can make. You know what I mean? And you have to make them split second, you know, and you just put yourself in the best position every single time is what you do. And sometimes you don't, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just screw it up, turn it over, or put up a bad shot, or, you know, that's the great thing about basketball. You know, that's why I love the game so much. It's just because there's so many little details that you can get into.
I think that Alex is going to join us here in a little bit. Looks like in the next like 20 minutes or so. So we'll go ahead. We'll move on to another storyline. I guess my next storyline is, how does Dub come back from his injury? You know, obviously he's having to miss a little bit of time early in the season, and he had the torn ligaments in his wrist in the playoffs, sure, and he played through that, and he played great through that. But after surgery is a different animal completely, as we could tell with how long it's taking him to rehab. Now, it is a good sign that he was getting up shots in warm-ups today with his right hand. He's not shooting left-handed anymore, so, you know, that's progress. We'd like to see that. But even last year, like, he started off, you know, kind of slow in terms of, like, his efficiency, and it was really not until Chet went out that it really felt like Dub stepped up, not only defensively, but offensively.
Yeah.
Because like early, like his rookie year and a sophomore year, it felt like he was a two-way wing, offensive slanted. And like before Chet went out last year, it felt like, okay, he's more defense slanted now, which was fine because, you know, our team was so good defensively and Chet was playing so good offensively. Shea was, you know, the whole kit caboodle, whatever. But when Chet went out, Dub was able to, you know, kind of find his own rhythm offensively. And so I'm interested to see how long that takes, you know, this year.
See, and I'm on the other side. Like, I think that it's almost instant with him.
I love that.
Yeah, I think it's almost instant. And it's just because of the type of dude that he is. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like when Shea comes back from injuries, you know, I don't worry about it. You know, I'm not like, oh man, he's been out for the last 2 weeks, you know, or whatever the case is. Granted, it's happened just seldomly the last couple of years, but whenever he gets back on the court, I'm not freaking out about it. I'm like, oh man, how's long is it going to take him to come back? And I think that the way that they handled that injury, you know, like waiting until off season to do the surgery and do everything, I think that's a huge benefit, you know what I mean? Versus taking him, like, you're already not playing live ball that hard, you know what I mean, during the summer after you, in our case, won the championship. So I think
nice to say.
Yeah, it really does. But they just got an adding signs around Oklahoma City that says home of the 2025 NBA champions. So dope.
That's awesome.
But I saw one the other day. I was coming from south, like way south OKC, more Norman area, and just come back in and saw one. So, but I say all that to say, like, I think he's fine. He stayed in the lab all summer. You know, granted, it was left-handed, which, in my opinion,
makes him more dangerous.
It might be the best thing that's ever happened to him. You know, I told a story about me breaking my wrist in high school, my right hand, and I'm right-handed, and you know, I couldn't play in games because you can't play with a hard cast during games, but I still practiced with my team every single day. Like, it was nothing for me, but it was the best thing for me. Breaking my right hand forced me to get way better with my left hand, and it paid huge dividends for me the rest of the season and then going into my next season. And I think we're going to get kind of the same thing, because I've always thought that him attacking going left isn't as strong as his going right. Like, he's way more controlled. And I think he's going to come in with a new little, skill set in his bag coming into it. So I think he jumps right back into it. And he's just, dude's an addict. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's a hoop addict. So yeah, I think it's gonna be almost instant. I don't think there's gonna be too much of a lull at all.
I'm fine with that. 100%.
I think my other storyline is like who's actually going to be in our lineup like consistently towards that last quarter of the season, because we have a lot of ball to play, before we get to that last little bit, and we got a lot of guys that haven't got the run yet. Topic. We got why am I brain farting right now?
AJ, Brooks Barnheiser, Brandon
Yeah,
Carlson.
AJ. There we go. AJ. He kind of got a raw deal, by getting injured and then not getting too much run going through the playoffs. A few minutes here and there. But yeah, I think that's really interesting. Does it dethrone Isaiah Joe? Does it move Aaron? Which I don't think it will with Aaron personally, but like who's it going to bounce around and who's going to be in those games at the end of the season? I think that's what I keep on thinking about, because there's so many options. You know what I mean? With how well we've drafted and the work that these guys put in. It's like Barnheiser. Like, I think that guy can legitimately play, good bench minutes for any team in the NBA. He does a lot of things right, and most of it's just hustle. I'd say 90% of it, the guy just hustles and tries his hardest. So you got him, and I don't know, man. I'm starting to get really hyped up on the Brandon Carlson train. I think that he could be a very, very fun guy to sprinkle into our lineups. Like, I just imagine like a Chet and Brandon Carlson lineup. Like, imagine being able to have 2 3-point shooters that are both over 7 foot, that both can handle the ball. They both can pass. You know what I mean? Like, they can really stretch you out. And then they can still rebound the ball very, very well. Because that's one thing I noticed this year with Brandon is he's a lot more physical, and he's been putting himself in the right spot for rebounds a lot, and putting his ass on somebody and moving him out the way. So yeah, I think that's my storyline. Is like, who the fuck's gonna play?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who's actually gonna run?
That's like who separates themselves kind of like from the end of the bench.
Yeah, because I think that there's room there. There is a little bit of room. I mean, hell, even Oos, you know what I mean? I didn't mean to leave him off, but even he could, make a good run at it and go for it. Yeah, man, I think that there's a lot of room there on our lineup. And then it's when do we start trading these guys to get some more picks, or you know what I mean? Bring in maybe a vet down the road. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I think it's safe to say we know our 5.
Yeah.
All right. We got AC, Kaysen, Aaron Wiggins for sure. Jay Will, when it, you know what I mean? We need to run them. And Isaiah Joe. You know what I mean? Like, we got another team right there, but if Topic can come in and play really well,
AJ and Kenny and Ooze, Brooks and
I think Kenny's about done. Getting a lot of run. I think he's there for one reason and one reason only. It's because he's just a great glue guy.
Yeah.
And this, no disrespect to Kenny. Like, I love his game. I love his moxie. Kenny. Yeah, I love his moxie. I love the way that he busts his ass every play. Doesn't matter. But there's just, to my comment earlier, we are so bottlenecked on this roster. It's not even funny. Like, 29 other teams wish they had our problems. and then not because we won a championship. Even if we didn't win a championship last year, like this is a stacked roster.
Right. And I want to bring this up. Chin said in the chat, Wiggins seems like he's in a slump. I just want to say, get it out of your system now. Like that's fine. I think he had a really good game at the beginning of the preseason, and then ever since then, it kind of felt like
he's trying to push his threes too much, and he's trying to create and take those threes off of dribbles and things of that nature, and that's just not his game.
His first two games was really good. He had 23 points against the Hornets and then 13 his next game. It was after that whenever, his shot started to suffer. But, hey, he's getting it done in other areas. I didn't even realize this. He had 7 assists against the Bucks. So,
he's fine. He's fine. I don't worry about Aaron at all.
Charlotte.
I do not worry about him at all.
I was going to tell you, one of Alex's hot takes whenever we did our hot take pod was that Aaron Wiggins won Sixth Man of the Year, which again we talked about that last podcast about how we have a different sixth man like every game or whatever. So that was wild to me. But the next one was that Aaron Wiggins is going to be like the first one of this regime of Thunder to like request a trade just so he can go have like more opportunity somewhere else.
Can't be mad at him one bit.
Yeah.
One bit I wouldn't be mad at him for wanting to go try to go on his own. And it could work. You know what I mean? It also might not, so I think that he just has to think about what he wants out of his career and take it from there. But yeah, no, it's just a crazy freaking lineup, man. It's just ridiculous.
And that's what I'm saying. Like that's even what I said at the beginning of the season last year. Like the team is so deep that obviously you don't want any injuries. You want to go the whole season without getting hurt, but it's so deep that you can afford injuries and still win games just because guys step up. Like,
I mean, the fact that we won 75% of our games last season with Chet and Ihart hurt for good chunks of it, absolutely amazing. And then you just sprinkle in some of the other random injuries, those AC hip injuries that he had, that hip contusion that lasted a couple weeks. And we still just kept on moving. You know what I mean? Like it was nothing. It was just like Coach says all the time, next man up. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared and ready to go.
I mean, even when we was like resting guys down the stretch of the season, oh god, can't be yawn. Sorry. Even when we was resting guys like down the stretch of the end of the season last year, like Aaron Wiggins, Usman J, and J. Will lineups were blowing teams out by like 30 points.
Yeah, no, they played great. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that I love about this team is especially you can tell like the young guys that come in, they're the practice players at the end of the day. That's who we're going against in practice. And you can tell that like, especially over the last 2 years, there's been a huge jump on the bottom side of our lineup. Huge jump. One that I don't think the NBA has seen in a very long time. Very long time. I mean, we're definitely not coached by Tom Thibodeau. Or
speaking of which, he was at our practice the other day. Did you see that?
I didn't see that. Why was he there?
Well, he's unemployed right now. So presumably he was visiting iHeart and also, just like connecting with Daignault, but nobody really knows why he was there.
But I could see him being a solid assistant. I mean, his defensive scheming is amazing. You know what I mean? I love his defensive mind.
His rotation is just hard.
Yeah, he runs his guys into the fucking ground. That's the issue. So that's pretty cool, though. That's pretty cool. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah.
Well, before we move on to our next segment where we talk record predictions, Alex will be joining us here in a little bit for that. But before we move on, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. And when we come back from our break, we're going to tell you about an opportunity that you have that is, dare I say, once in a lifetime. Right after word from
dare you say that? Yeah.
All right, guys, we are taking a break here. We're going to talk a little bit more about FanDuel just because I know Jerry loves it. Jerry, I want you to humor me for a second as Gosh, it makes me log back in. I don't know why it keeps logging me out, but hey.
It's a safety measure, so
Yeah,
no one gets on there and makes bets.
I appreciate the security. So, Jerry, this is what I want to do. Okay. I want to go through the 6 major stats, and we're just going to build the Jerry parlay here. Okay. So, points per game, rebounds, assists, three-pointers made, blocks, and steals. You're going to try to pick the leaders for next season, and we're going to call it the Jerry parlay.
All right. It'll probably hit, so you should probably fucking put your life savings on it.
There you go, baby. All right. What you got for me? Who's a points per game leader?
That's going to be Shea.
All right. Shea is the favorite at plus 165. He was the leader last year, so I like that bet as well. He will be a man on the mission. All right, Jerry, rebounds per game.
Oh, man, this one's tough. Where's Andre Drummond from the Pistons? Or Boogie Cousins.
Chet Holmgren's plus 20,000, by the way.
Yeah, it's not a good bet.
Isaiah Hartenstein's plus 10,000.
Yeah, terrible bet too. Man, I'm really stuck between Wemby and Jokic.
So Wemby is 7th at plus 1,600, and Jokic is 2nd at plus 340.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Jokic on that one.
Okay. Domantas Sabonis is the leader on that at plus 180.
Yeah, I don't see it. Not this year.
Yeah, I like it. All right, going to assists per game.
Oh, man.
Trying to see.
I'm going to have to go.
Shea's 19th.
I think that this team is going to be a lot better this season than what they were last season. And this guy can dish the rock a bunch of different ways. This is, call me crazy, but Cade Cunningham.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's not crazy at all. He's number 4. He's a plus 2,000. So like really good odds. Trey Young's like so favored in this. He's minus 180.
Nah.
So,
I mean, he's no, fuck him. I can't stand that guy. All
right. Our parlay is currently crazy odds plus 24,000. So
it's going to make you money and you're going to win. So.
Absolutely. All right. So Jared, 3-pointers made.
Oh God. And this is just total, right? In the whole season.
Yes. So I can read off the favorites. No? Okay. No. Off rip. I like it.
I mean, because Steph's got to be the clear favorite.
He is the favorite. And there's no Thunder and like the eligible ones.
No. I'm either going there. What's up with Donovan Mitchell's entry?
I don't know. He's 10th though.
Okay, so I don't want to go there. Trying to think of some other sharpshooters that are just sick. Dame, no. Gosh. I guess we're trying to win a parlay here. I'm going to go with Steph, I guess, just because we're trying to win it.
Okay. Minus 135 for Steph Curry. Going with the favorite. I like it. Understand it. All right. Blocks leader.
Victor. I think that's a question.
Guess how favorite he is. Can you guess what his...
Dude, he's got to be like minus like 400 on that.
Right on the dot. Minus 425.
Yeah. He's got to be so ridiculous. Like,
Chet's not even second.
No, but I don't expect that though. He'll be top 5, but he might be number 3. I don't know. But yeah, Victor's going to run away with that. As long as he stays healthy, he's killing everybody on that.
Kessler's second on there.
That's wow. I mean, he's aggressive and goes after it, but I don't know about that one. I think Chet's a better shot blocker than him. I mean, Wemby's
I agree.
7'5" now and 37-foot wingspan. Like
maybe he's actually 7'7". Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But he's gonna win that by far. Not even close.
All right, and the last one, steals per game leader.
Oh man, I'm gonna roll with.
We have 2 Thunder players in the top 5.
I just don't think either one of them. They could.
I don't think you'll get one of them.
Oh, the other one's J-Dub.
Nope.
One's Lou.
Nope.
What?
Jordan don't really be stealing. Like, he doesn't like rack up steals like that. He just locks up.
Then who the fuck is it?
Shea and Casey Wallace, who I think were tied at like 4 and 5 last year.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna roll with. Oh man.
I guess I should give you the options because you might pick somebody that's not even an option.
No. Because
There's
I'm
only
thinking.
6.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Dyson Daniels or. Why is my brain farting right now? It's. Who's that cat that plays Shea very, very well from the Wolves?
Yeah, nobody on the Wolves.
Okay, so it's not him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dyson on that. I mean, the kid's got hands.
He is the favorite. He's also a minus. He's at minus 130. Your other options were the Thompson twins and Herb Jones.
That I was thinking of Herb too. That's 100. That was the other one that I was actually thinking of. And the Thompson twins. Okay, I don't think Amen can do it because they're gonna have to change their scheme up a little bit with KD. Yeah, I don't know. But it's Ume, so he could. I don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm gonna stick with Dyson.
Okay. To recap, this is Jerry's season-long stats prediction or parlay prediction. He's got Shea at points per game leader, Nikola Jokic rebounds per game leader, Cade Cunningham assists per game leader, Steph Curry 3-pointers made leader, Victor Wembanyama blocks per game leader, and Dyson Daniels steals per game leader. They get you plus 93,000 on your legs here. So for those of you keeping track at home, if you bet $10, you can win $9,305. So
yeah,
you can
do
that on
throw
Facebook.
a $5 on there. Throw a $5 on there and win 4,500, and then send me half.
There you go. Drop $5 on it. You can win $46.52 on there. But yeah, you can do that on FanDuel. I really enjoyed how Jerry he took Shea, who was the favorite, Jokic, who was second. Cade Cunningham was like the one like long shot, and that like boosted your odds, and you took the favorites for the last 3.
Oh yeah. But even then, like I do think the Pistons are going to be a hell of a lot better than what they were last year. Hell of a lot better, especially if they stay healthy.
Yeah, it is really annoying that Jaden Ivey's already getting an Arthur Skippick knee procedure. But
yeah, but I think that team they're solid.
Yeah, they didn't have him most of the year last year.
Yeah, they're solid, man. Like they can run and gun really well. And I think that's what's going to get Cade up there is they got a couple more shooters around him now. You know, a couple of
they got Duncan Robinson.
Yep.
Can't remember who else they got over the offseason.
They got oh gosh.
I'm looking it up here.
Yeah.
I got to remember I have a computer in front of me. I don't have to look it up on my phone.
Yeah, quit being an idiot.
Yeah, I know, right?
They got Duncan Robinson. They
Karis
got Karis LeVert, which I mean that one I don't know how to feel about that one.
I feel like he shot all right.
I mean, Asar's got to get better, you know, year over year. Yeah, that sucks with the Ivy. Golly, why does it feel like Tobias Harris is way fucking older than what he actually is?
How old is he? Like 32?
He's only 33, but if he feels like he's like damn near 40. You know what I mean? Yeah, but just how long he's been in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Let's see, I'm trying to look at their young guys that they got. They really don't have as much as what I was thinking. That's probably a bad bet. Sorry, guys.
No, I mean, I like Cade Cunningham's assist line there too, and he's another guy that's been doing good in the preseason. I think the other night when they played, he had a crap ton of assists. Yeah, he had 12 assists in 3 quarters the other night. if that makes you feel any better, Jerry.
That's crazy. Yeah, he averaged 9, a little over 9 last year. Yeah, 9 in the league last year. Like, no, slam that.
Here, let's see what Alex thinks about it. Alex, Jerry just put together a season-long stats leader parlay, and I'm going to tell you what it is, and you tell me if you think this is hitting. So, for points per game, he had Shea. For rebounds per game, he had Jokic. Assists per game, he had Kay Cunningham. 3-pointers made, he had Curry. Blocks, he had Wemby. Steals, he had Dyson Daniels.
That's hitting right there.
It's hitting. There you go.
Just saying.
Take it to
Just
FanDuel, baby.
saying.
$5
Yeah.
wins you $4,600.
Send me half. That's all you got to do. Book it right now. Send me a screenshot and I'll send you $1 that you put
Hey,
that bet in. I'll send you $1.
When it hits, go back in time and give Jerry tickets to opening night this season.
There you go. Yeah.
No, you just give me half, and then I can just pay for my full season next year. Like, no worries. That'll be
There you
easier
go.
too. Oh Lord, Alex's video froze, and it's not in an appetizing position.
Yeah, Lucy looks happy.
Yeah. No, it's just choppy, super choppy.
It's choppy, but as long as like your voice isn't Starscream, like I can deal with the video issues.
Yeah, we can deal with that.
Okay.
He looks so inquisitive in thought right now. All right. Anyways, before we get into record predictions, I've got to say, the once in a lifetime opportunity. Go ahead and go to the Topic Thunder Twitter, and I actually got to make sure this is our pinned tweet. If it's not, then just fire me.
I may have pinned the shirts.
Okay, well, I've got to go find it and pin the tweet. But yeah, we are having our 4th annual Topic Thunder fan event tonight, and for the first time ever, it is going to be on a Sunday. It is going to be ABC nationally televised game. It's going to be an afternoon game, and it's going to be against the best opponent that we have ever faced at the Topic Thunder fan event in the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that we just played in the Western Conference Finals, a team that has Anthony Edwards and co. It's going to be a really good time. It's going to be a really good game, and tickets are as cheap as $20 and as expensive as $32. We're all upper level, but there's not a bad seat in the house, and we're all going to be kind of in the same area for the first time ever as well. So a lot of firsts, a lot of new experiences, but it's always a blast, and you definitely want to tap in for that because not only do you get to see an awesome game, not only do you get to meet up with us, but after the game, we're going to go down to the court. We're going to take a big group photo as we do every year. The group keeps growing bigger and bigger every year. And after that, we're going to have a half-court shot contest on the Thunder's home court to possibly win a basketball signed by the 2025 NBA champions. If that's not worth price of admission itself, I don't know what is. So
y'all are in trouble because I'm going to sober up before I get on that floor this year.
Jerry said, it is mine.
I am not effing around this year.
Yeah, no, it's it's gonna be an absolute blast. I mean, the stakes are high. Like, last year it was good. Like, you thought that it could be the 2025 NBA champions. The basketball that you was winning that the whole team signed. Now it's the 2025 NBA champions. So stakes are high. You want to get in on that, but yeah, I just pinned it on the Topic Thunder's Twitter. So go ahead and go to our Twitter at OKC Topic Thunder. Follow us while you're there. We'd appreciate that. And click on that link. Buy your tickets now. They are going fast. And this is a link that expires November 14th. You have within like 5 weeks at this point. And just because it's open till November 14th, 4 weeks, sorry. Math is hard at midnight. So just because it's open until November 14th doesn't mean that tickets will still be available. So you want to get in there and get your ticket now while you still have a chance. Again, at OKC Topic Thunder. Go get your tickets. Topic Thunder fan event. It's going to be a movie.
And I mean, like 12 o'clock game, ABC, like if we try hard enough, we can get on TV. If you act a fool enough, you can get on TV. Like you could, like there's a high possibility of like Champagne Jerry's hat filled with popcorn may pop up somewhere on ABC.
That's
and stuff like
it's
that
happening.
carries on into like postseason and into like lore. So like we can make history and we can become like a viral type thing.
I mean, I'm down with that. I'm looking at some of the seats right now. Oh man, you probably have out of 2 sections, there is only like 20 seats. 3 sections, there's like only like 25 seats. There goes about another 31. Yeah, y'all. There goes 39. There's maybe like 40 tickets left right now.
Y'all gotta jump on it, man. Gotta jump on it. I ain't playing with you. Get your
Maybe
tickets now.
40. Man, who are the poor souls who bought them in 316? You definitely shouldn't have done that. Just letting y'all know. Yeah, 315, 316 are not the best places in the house. Corners
That's literally where I sit, but okay.
Oh yeah, terrible spot. Terrible
I like
spot.
corners.
Those are great spots. I love my seats.
See, I loved mine last year. I was in 304. I was right on that corner. It was awesome.
Oh,
it was so awesome.
I love my seats, man.
And I always get aisle seats too because I'm a jerk. I'm just like, I don't want you got to crawl over me. I'm not crawling over anybody. And I'm like the smallest guy in there.
I love that
freaking deep.
Always got some big old hoss, you know what I mean? Some Bubba trying to just squeeze by me, and I just step out of the aisle, and I'm like, "Here you go, sir."
Hey man, are we gonna have a problem?
But we're gonna have a problem because
problem.
I sit in the aisle seats. Though. I do sit in the aisle seats, so hopefully that's part of our event. That's where I'm sitting.
Yeah, hopefully so. I will be sitting in the accessible seating with Nova. So yeah. Also, there's a selling point there. If you want to meet Nova, the infamous Nova, who I have kind of shared his journey on Twitter over the years, he will also be there. So as will my wife and my kids. So it's gonna be a good time. It's a family.
They're not as cool. They eat really slow and they only eat chicken tenders. Like it's the worst people to be around.
I was talking to Jerry on the phone earlier, and I heard Slade say to my mom or to my wife, and he was like, "I don't like Jerry. He makes fun of our eating habits all the time."
Well, speed it up then. Jeez. 45 minutes at the zoo waiting on them to eat 3 fucking chicken tenders and some French fries. Like, I got animals to see. I got stuff to go do. And you're over here just lollygagging.
Yep, that was the thing that happened. But all right, fellas, let's get back on track. We're talking Thunder here. This is our last podcast before the season starts. And so in typical off-season fashion, I want to go ahead and give our official predictions. I want to do it in a different way of floor pick, ceiling pick, official pick. That's how we'll do this. So we've danced around the subject all off season, talking about like probably a first seed. We could be chasing history, but we're going to put a number to it today. So let's go ahead and start with, let's start with Jerry. He looks like he's ready to go.
I'm tired, y'all. I'm sorry.
I'm also tired. I feel you, brother.
It was a rough day. I had to cut 4 inches of concrete and then dig a hole that was 2.5 feet deep. So your boy's tired. So wins, I think our floor is I'm gonna go 57 is our floor, which I think is in the realm of possibility. I think the ceiling is 82-0.
You beat me to it.
Yeah, sorry. Had to steal that one. But I think that what's going to end up happening, I think we're going to fall right at about 61.
Okay. So Jerry's official prediction is what? That's 61 and 21? Yeah.
21.
I don't know why that took so long. God. Okay. 61, 21 for
What do you mean why that took so long? Like,
no, I mean for me, like my math.
The other day, I was trying to tell you to divide something, cut it in half, and you like busted out your phone, started using the calculator.
I was doing a lot, okay.
And I already spit the number
For sure
out.
I was driving at that point.
All right, I was too. No excuses.
Anyways, all right, Alex, what is your floor, ceiling, and official record prediction for the Oklahoma City Thunder?
So my floor with a good enough health is, I'd say 58. My
Don't price us
ceiling.
right me. Don't price us right me
No,
right
I'm
now.
not.
All
I'm
right.
not. My ceiling. I've already said this earlier in the pod. My ceiling is 74 wins. Where do we fall? Let's go to 69, baby. Nice.
Ooh. Never in my life did I think Alex would predict the Thunder to get more wins than Jerry. Never in
Hold
my
on. No,
life.
no, no, no. Hold on. No, no, no. So last year I predicted 70. Was it 71? I think it was. And we were
Oh, you have
3
to roll
off.
that one. Yeah, you got to roll that one back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running it back. I mean, my floor for this team, I'm gonna say 60 because we got 59 2 years ago, and this is a much better team. So yeah, I'm going 60 with the floor. Ceiling, Jerry stole from me, 82-0. But just to be different, I'm gonna say, let's say Dub misses 4 games. However many games Dub misses, like after that, it's go time, baby. Like that's our ceiling. So I'm gonna say
78.
78. Yeah, 78-4 is gonna
See,
be.
I did the math for him because he was like his little hamster upstairs was trying to run. He's like, "What's 82 minus
I was just
4?
trying to pick a
What's 82
number.
minus 4?
I don't know
Oh
how
my
many
gosh.
games they'll be out.
Oh my gosh.
But my official prediction is we break the record this year, 73-9. Let's make it happen.
That ties the record.
That ties the
Yeah,
record.
that ties the
God
record.
dang it, 74-8.
Yeah, and the reason why I even know
I think
that
I've done that a million
to
times
this
too.
day, how I still remember it. There's somebody on Twitter that their handle is 73-9 and they still lost. Which is like one of my favorite.
Oh, that's like LeBron's friend. What Cuss the Legend or whatever.
Yeah,
73-9, they lied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite handles out there. So I'll never forget their record.
74-10. That's my official. My official is Alex's ceiling.
74-8, you dumb
God
bitch.
dang it, bro. I was gonna rip my mic out my stand.
Jesus Christ. That's Kentucky education. Oklahoma's is 50th, but Dylan can't do math.
Hey, 75-8. Because we're bringing the cup home this year, baby.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That win doesn't count.
Oh, because we're taking home the NBA Cup.
Yeah, we're bringing it home this year, man. It's a true Cinderella story this year.
Hey, it only counts if you win. It doesn't count if you lose.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how last year
the championship game doesn't count either way. Or are you just being facetious?
No, the championship game counts.
I'm just saying for the fan base. Pretty sure Milwaukee's like, yo, that win was a win.
Oh,
we were when we lost, we were like, that don't even count.
Yeah, it's whatever, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That is, I think only if you win it counts.
No, it doesn't.
It does not count. No,
it doesn't count at all.
The championship game does not count at all. Yeah, it's literally just for the money. Yeah, it's for the money and the trophy. Well, is all it's for.
Well, I mean, it's like playing games. Year. Playing games don't count either for nothing.
Yeah.
They don't count. They don't count for playoff stats. They don't count for regular season stats. You're just playing ball just to play ball.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: when you're in the play-in, just don't do your best.
Just don't do anything. just stand there. First person to just. This is off topic, but I remember whenever Kevin Durant went to the Warriors, I would play 2K with somebody, and we used to do 2 randoms and die. And so what that is you hit random twice, and you pick one of those, or you do it one more time, and whoever it randomizes on, that's who you're stuck with. Mm-hmm. I think I was playing with Trevin, and I got the Warriors, and I was pissed about it. So I put Kevin Durant on the bench. I still had auto subs and whatnot. But anytime he would come onto the floor, I would immediately go change my subs. I would give the ball to Kevin Durant and make him run straight out of bounds. It was a great time. Speaking of Kevin Durant, though, starting 5. Have you guys got to watch all of it? Watch some of it
yet? Yeah, don't.
Not yet. I'm gonna start watching it because I'm waiting for my oldest for her to, have time to watch it with me. So yeah. I did see.
I'm wrapping it up.
Yeah, I think it was great.
I'm wrapping up on Sunday morning. Is whenever I'm gonna be able to do mine. So, and from what I've seen so far, yeah, Kevin Durant's just an asshole. That's just what he is. Did y'all see the tweet about him replying back to Anthony Edwards? So Anthony Edwards saw a picture of Angel Reese and was like, "Oh, I didn't know Angel had it all like that." And Kevin Durant said something to the effect of, was it Batman?
Leave her alone.
No, it was Ant-Man, Batman, something man. This man is gonna be paying child support in 5. It was just like he's just a terrible troll. Terrible troll. But I don't like the way so far, and mind you, I'm only like 3 episodes in, maybe 4. But I don't like the way that they've done Shay in this at all. Like you knew that he won it, and mind you, I haven't seen all of it, so there could be some more coming down the line. But like you already knew that he won it. You followed him around for a whole season. You should have made the show more about him. Even though I did think it was pretty cool to see James Harden in that light. You know what I mean? Being a father.
Yep.
I thought that was really neat.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a kid. I don't know. Did you know he had a kid? Because I didn't.
I think he has another one on the way.
Yeah, he does with his with his new girlfriend or whatever. She actually spoiler alert. Yeah, he spoiler alerted it, or she did. But yeah, I think that was cool. But sorry, I just veered us off to the left over here. Start talking about this stupid show.
No, it's all good. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it. I'm about 2.5 episodes in. Same deal. Like I'm watching it with Chelsea, so I can't just binge all the way through it. It's just usually an episode and a half a night. We kind of pick up on it, but if you're looking for the Shay parts, I mean, they were pretty much on Twitter the next morning.
Yeah, well, that's what's good about it is I muted Shay until I finish it. Like I don't want to see anything about it because I want to watch.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I want to watch it.
Shay on Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. I just muted it all. So
the word Shay, not Shay's account.
No, yeah, just the word.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But no, it's I always enjoy just getting to see. It's fun to see unfiltered thoughts from other players on certain players. Even Shay talking about Jaylen Brown. I haven't got to this point yet on the show, but I saw the clip on Twitter in which Shay was there's always a discrepancy in how your peers feel about you and how the media feels about you. And Jaylen Brown's one of the best examples of that. So it's cool to, see players talk about, other players like that. And James Harden, Kevin Durant, speaking very highly of Shay, Jaylen Brown, same difference. It's going to be really cool. The finale, I don't know. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but the creator said that the finale is over an hour long because, it's the NBA finals and there's two of their guys are in it. So I'm really looking forward to the finale, seeing how that all plays out. Yeah, it's been fun though. I think starting 5 is really, really well done. And I guess
whoever directs all of those, because have you watched the SEC football one?
I've seen quarterback and receiver though.
Yeah, okay. So I think it's the same studio.
It's all Idaho Productions.
Yeah, and they did one for SEC football. It's amazing. I hate the SEC, but I was like, this is pretty damn cool.
Was Kentucky in it at all?
No, Vandy was. Vandy
we don't deserve to be,
stole the show, and so did South Carolina. But I don't think that they showed really. They might have not shown everybody either, because I don't remember seeing too much of Georgia.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which is weird. So we'll see.
I guess we'll end the show with this just a little fun little exercise. So season 1 of starting 5 was Ant, LeBron, Jason Tatum, Domantas Sabonis, and for life of me, I can't remember the last guy.
Tyrese, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, that's gonna piss me off, dude.
Oh, let me see.
I'm telling you, man. Midnight Brain.
It was Jason Tatum, LeBron, Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler,
Yeah.
which was kind of weird, but
I like that though. I liked the way that Jimmy talked because he was really just candid, and it was kind of sad because he's going through that stuff with his dad too, and kind of seeing that play out.
Jimmy was honestly better than Sabonis, which I didn't mind Sabonis. It was just a really weird choice to have Sabonis in that show.
I actually really liked his. I liked his a lot.
No, it ended up cool. It was just like a weird choice.
Yeah.
But yeah, and obviously season 2, Shea, KD, Harden, Tyrese Halliburton, and Jaylen Brown. So season 3, because they're going to make season 3. This is one of the most popular things that Netflix has done. Like
Wemby.
Yeah, Wemby's got to be on
gonna
there.
Be on there.
Giannis,
for sure.
I feel like it's probably got to be on there.
No.
Really?
I don't think so.
I feel like this is the season for Giannis though. Like this is the season, like especially if it's his last one in Milwaukee and like things happen, like that would be great for TV.
It could be. I could see that.
I mean, I could see those two, Wemby, Giannis. I could see somebody like either Chet or Dub. One of those two.
Yeah,
I could see that too.
Either one of those would be great.
But I think
I'm surprised they haven't put Curry on.
I don't think he wants to do it.
Yeah, he might not want to.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to. Because these, I don't think they make anything off of this.
Like Jokic probably doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, he's just an old fucking man as it is, so it doesn't matter.
Cade would be fun.
I was gonna say Cade would be fun. I'd really enjoy Cade. Cooper would be cool. Especially
it'd be
going
cool.
through his rookie season.
It would be so cool if you could go all the way back to like the draft lottery and like Dallas getting that first pick and him like, he was basically like, what the hell?
Gosh.
They probably have like retroactive like raw footage from like his friend's phone or whatever, something like that.
But definitely Wemby's gonna be on there, man. Like,
yeah,
the NBA would love to start kind of like hit this guy in the limelight.
Yeah, so there's actually a Reddit thread over this.
Same
exact question. And people make their predictions. This is actually pretty cool. Victor, Cade, Jalen Brunson. Someone put Russell and Steph Curry.
I think Russell would be very interesting, especially if this is his last season.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
It'd be great. It's Kawhi at this point.
Well, honestly, honestly, if we're looking at last season's, Chris Paul would probably be interesting.
I think Chris Paul would be money, dude. I would love it. I love that story so much with Chris Paul, though. Like, just in general. Like, I went from loving him in college to absolutely hating him with the Clippers, and then hating him even more with the Rockets, to absolutely fucking loving him with us. And then it's just been chill ever since then. Like he's just one of my dudes now. But Chris Paul would be fun. I'm trying to think of some other old guys that might.
There you go. Wemby, Giannis, Chris Paul.
Everyone says Luka, but I don't want to see Luka.
Yeah, I don't want to see Luka.
Yeah, I don't want to see him.
Cade,
I think you missed your opportunity with Luka whenever the trade happened. Like that would have been amazing to see that kind of play out.
Yeah.
I haven't got to that part in starting five either, where they like react to that.
I think depending on Jaw's behavior, Jaw would be fun to watch.
Yeah,
it'd be great to see what he saw on film to where like he had us figured out.
He had it figured out.
It would be amazing to see that.
Josh Giddey.
No. Stay out of Chicago.
It's kind of boring. Donovan Mitchell, somebody from Cleveland, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say Donovan Mitchell or Mobley would be cool.
If you knew Embiid would stay healthy, Embiid would be cool.
Yeah, I think you can't put your eggs in that basket. Like you're gonna be at the fucking training room every day, just sitting there watching him get iced down and worked on.
I forgot LaMelo. LaMelo would be really fun.
No, I had to watch that kid grow up already. I don't want to watch him again.
I don't think he's the same.
He's more retarded now. You're right. He is.
I saw somebody say LaMelo plays basketball like he has AirPods on.
That dude's a clown. Absolute clown. And I think he has a very big down year this year compared to
Oh.
last year. Yeah. A little hot take there for you.
Okay.
It's just because his shenanigans are on tape now. It's easier to predict him and just put him in really bad positions.
Yeah.
Did you see the play he had the other night where he
Oh my
he nutmegged
gosh.
somebody, then threw the lob to Brandon Miller?
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
He's a fun
He
player.
still
I'll give you
doesn't
that
beat
one.
the case in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't beat the queso over the backboard.
Shout out Texan by nature.
Over the backboard shot. So
Oh, don't bring that up in front of Tyrion
Please.
Nolan.
Oh my God.
why?
They
That's all
went
he'll
back and forth for like
talk
20
about.
minutes.
Oh my God, that was the greatest shot.
And then what did Dolan say? Was he like talking it down, or was he talking
Dolan
it
was
up?
like, "Yeah, it didn't count.
It
It
shouldn't
never
have counted.
happened.
Yeah. It shouldn't have
It
counted.
didn't count.
It shouldn't have counted."
Oh,
did
it
in the
shouldn't
game.
have. Okay.
Yeah,
The question is, does it?
Yeah, he was saying where it's preseason, the refs probably just didn't care.
I know, but what happened? Did he hit the top of the backboard?
No, it went over.
Yeah, and the rule book states that like if a shot goes over the top of the backboard, it doesn't like it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Yeah.
I thought that was only if you were standing under the basket. I don't know. That's a stupid fucking rule. They need to go look at that. That really is a dumb rule.
I mean, if that
'Cause that's
play
even more
happens
impressive.
again in the regular season, I guess we'll know.
Then we can bring
Yeah.
it back up.
Yeah. We'll yeah. I'll get on the phone with Adam Silver and tell him, get your board of governors together. We're changing that rule right now. Mid-season rule change.
Zion would be fun.
Zion, no, he wouldn't be. All we do is watch him eat and text OnlyFans girls. Like that'd be really boring. It'd be really boring.
Oh god.
No, you know who would be great?
Oh god, no!
Just
Don't
to
give
watch
that guy
that
more of a
train
platform.
wreck. Just to watch that train wreck would be amazing.
Man, I'm trying to think. And I could see Trey Young getting it, even though he shouldn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, here he has like a media presence too.
Yeah, he's a shit bird. I can't.
What
stand
was that?
guy.
What was that ad? I'm getting tired of these stupid ass ads.
Paolo.
LeBron and then Trey did it. Like I'm getting tired of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Trey's was. It was just like what
like
do
a
you have to
drink,
even possibly
Like an energy
tease?
drink or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a loser. Who'd you just say, Dylan?
Paolo.
Paolo would be cool. Paolo would be cool. I'd be down with that.
Larry Markkinen.
Even like a Tyler Hero wouldn't be bad
No.
either. I'd be okay with Tyler Hero.
Love me some Tyler Hero, baby.
Yeah, I think Tyler Hero. I mean, if he has a good season this year, he'd be worth it. But
No, it's
He's
not
also
Tyler
active.
Hero. No. You're thinking about the wrong Miami person. Jaime Jaquez and the love triangle between Coach Spo, his ex. Like, bring that on, baby. Love Island.
see, I'm so out of the loop. I guess I didn't even know about any of this.
You didn't know about that?
No.
Jay used to
Apparently,
say
Jaime
that,
Jaquez is banging Coach Spo's ex-wife.
No
yeah.
way. Like for real?
That's why he fell out of the rotation.
No way.
Look it up, dog. Look it
Google
up.
it, dude.
Dog, like it's your ex-wife. Get over it. Like you trying to win games or what? Come on, Spo.
This
Like,
is
that's your-
still your girl.
It's ex-wife, right? Like they weren't. Like he didn't catch them and they got divorced.
Hey,
like
we
they
don't
were
know.
already
We don't know. When
divorced.
you
and then
become
he
an
started
ex-wife,
hitting
there's
it.
a reason you become an ex-wife. We don't know.
Well, I mean, he's probably one of the most boring people to be around. In all honesty,
Hey, you're talking about the next USA coach.
yeah, he's not.
Carries some clout in some circles.
He's just a great. That's Tom Thibodeau, but Hispanic.
Filipino, man.
Oh, sorry, he is Filipino. You're right. Which is like hybrid Hispanic. Sorry, it's hybrid.
Yes.
Like, thank you, Spain, for coming over here in Portugal.
Yeah.
But yeah, what?
Are you looking it up, Dylan?
I was looking it up. Apparently, she publicly came out and said that everything is flat out not true in an explicit laced quote.
Of course you would say that. That hussy.
Nah, she was just getting piped down by a young guy. Leave her alone.
I'm trying to see where somebody said it.
Yeah, but she was in a new relationship as of May 20th.
Oh no, this was like the beginning of last season.
Yeah, they were already divorced. She's got to get over it. Get over it, you idiot. What's Pat Riley doing in that organization?
Oh, it says Jaime Jaquez was drafted in June 2023. Spoelstra filed for divorce in November 2023. Nikki Spoelstra frequently interacts with Jaquez's posts on Instagram.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, he's super insecure. Shut up, Talboy.
Well, with that being said, I mean, what better way to end the podcast talking about Jaime Jaquez and Eric Spoelstra's love triangle? But go ahead and comment down below who you'd like to see on a starting five. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss something when we go live, as we will Tuesday after the Thunder walk away victorious against the Houston Rockets. The first game of the NBA season on NBC.
Go slam my parlay. Don't
go
forget
slam
to do
Jared's
that.
parlay.
That is a
Absolutely.
good parlay. That is a good parlay.
Go do that on FanDuel. Make it happen. And yeah, until next time, hope everybody has a great night. God bless. Hoop when you can. And as always,
Thunder up.
you get to see your NBA champions playing Tuesday.